Okay, this is my this is my first folder. The first folder's grey and the second one's blue. Pretty sure that blue one is really old. My recollection from the person I got it off, they had it for a while. You'll notice it has Collector apostrophe S card album. This one is the Ultra Pro Collector's Plural album. So possessive of the collector, the plural of the collector. So this has got the Dungeons and Dragons cards I mentioned. Page after page, it is literally that fat of the cards, and it goes higher than 459. Now the thing with these cards is, a lot of the art on these cards, it's really hit or miss. I mean, you got that sort of like Elmore kind of looking troll cave giant thing. You got some nice Brom Dark Sun there. So this is the start of the set. The start of the set kicks off really well, but then you just have hang on, I'm not facing on the cards there. So more stuff about the cards. A guy in a fez with a chisel, Usam Faid, Blind Lemon Merlin. So these are okay. For some reason you just get this set of ships, just for no reason, just some ships. Then you get magical items like some swords and some people and more people. So you get sort of like that. This is kind of like a photorealistic style thing. You get sort of that. That's a sort of a cartoony, but it's still pretty solid. Like there's nothing wrong. There'd be nothing wrong with you having that card to go, here's my character. This is what my character looks like. But then you get sort of that. That's not so great. So we'll just sort of flip through. My recollection is later towards the end is where some of the really bad ones are. Some of the pictures are just, it's really is like they've got someone's just kid brother to draw something really bad. And I mean that was prevalent in the early days of D&D. Certainly first early editions of AD&D and basic D&D, some of the graphic art is just terrible. If you're a player, you know what I mean. I'm not even going to bother picking up a book and patching in an insert. Interestingly, they've got some nice Ralpatha miniature pictures here on the cards. Pretty sure they're Ralpatha. I do have a Ralpatha 1993 catalogue somewhere that was very important to me. I had one growing up. And then I eventually got a mint one. The one I had growing up was trashed, but I eventually got a mint one on eBay from a buyer in Shepparton. Got that about 6 or 8 years ago. But that's one of my more prized possessions in terms of D&D collectibles and things. I mean, so there's that. I mean, what is up with that? Here we've got the sort of the Christine Dio type thing going on there. I don't know. Somewhere, at some point in time, someone had to do post-processing and cropping of all these pictures. And I'm sure that there must have been times when they're doing it, and then they're looking at a photo, and they're just thinking, I can't believe I'm being paid X amount of dollars per hour to make these pictures into some kind of mass-produced craziness. But anyway, that's 495 cards in the set, and I've got them all in plastic pockets. I know, hang on. Oh yeah, I had duplicates of some of those. So in the rest of the folder we have some Coolidge pictures or copies of Coolidge's style. Dogs playing poker. Rainbow Lorikeet, Cockatoo, Maid Marian as a fox. Now these cards, the if you see that, that's the back of the dogs playing poker ones. I got those at a market stall in Bendigo for like, they were like 20 cents or 50 cents each or something. And so I thought, oh, you know, they've got some novel stuff. They had a few Muppets cards from a set, Miss Piggy and Kermit, Sam the Eagle, Kermit, Miss Piggy and Kermit, another parrot. I was really into parrots at the time. I have my 2 cards of Australia's most uncollectible artists. One of them is about Robin Whittle's Slinky, which is this incredibly long set of slinkies that Robin soldered together, and they're suspended by these poles and held by elastic, and I think it's really quite long when you set it up. I've never actually seen it, but he did used to have photos on his website of it. Got a few. Oh, I forgot I had that. Dizzy Devon, Garbage Pail Kids, Dreidel, and Discarded Derek, an old couch. Pretty sure my friend Amanda sent that to me in a letter. So we've got a couple of empty pockets there. Then we have the Dark Crystal trading card set. Dark Crystal is one of my all-time favourite movies. These cards are great. There's still pictures from the film. I seem to recall sitting down watching the movie one day with the cards and following through the movie, and there are some shots that are on the cards that aren't really in the movie, or in the movie they're just really quick. I've got the Dark Crystal on DVD and Blu-ray, of course. When I did that watching, I did do it with the DVD, but there's no additional footage during the film in the Blu-ray. It's the same length. And I did once get to see a really brand new 70mm print of the Dark Crystal, and it was one of the coolest things I ever got to see in my life. There are apparently 2 sets of the Dark Crystal cards here. I didn't know I had that many. Then we start off with my favourite TV show of all time. We have the Twin Peaks set of cards. There's a checklist and varying pictures. Now I know from reading about these, there are a lot of things that aren't in the show, like there's headshots of Andy and Lucy. I love Andy, love Lucy. Heart Locket gets its own card. There's a fish, allegedly the fish in the percolator gets its own card. I don't know, it's just weird. The Log Lady's log gets a card. That's okay. I'm down with that. One thing that's a bit interesting is the ceiling fan gets a card. That's the ceiling fan on the top of the stairs. So going from the lounge room up to Laura's bedroom in the Palmer house. But when there's a lot of scenes where Mrs. Palmer looks at it, and she kind of gets a bit freaked out knowing that there's something weird and not right going on in her house. And there is Killer Bob. He was what was wrong in the house. It was him. And, well, to a certain extent, it was Leland Palmer as well. With pictured there in the Great Northern with the totem pole. There, even the giant Carol Stukins character, I can't remember how to pronounce that, but I've been seeing him a lot in Star Trek: The Next Generation. He's Mr. Hom, Luxwana Troy's assistant. Then you've got Major Garland Briggs gets a thing. Unfortunately, the actor died before the new Twin Peaks was made. That made me really sad. I was really sad when he died because he seemed like such a really genuine and nice guy. But he's not going to be in the new series, unfortunately. And so then Angelo Badalamenti gets a card. Julie Cruz gets a card, which I thought was nice. Jennifer Lynch is David Lynch's daughter. She wrote the Laura Palmer Diaries book. Then we have that whole set of cards again. So we've got the just another set of the Twin Peaks cards. Then I have Alien, the first Alien movie. I have a set of cards. For that. I haven't watched Alien in a while. I watched Alien the second week of April a year and a half ago when I first moved into this apartment here in Footscray. I was waiting for the internet to get hooked up, and I was really stressed out. My prior living situation was not great. So when I got here and I was just on my own, I was like, oh, so relaxed. And one of the first DVDs I pulled out from unpacking DVDs was the Alien quadrilogy on DVD. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to watch me some Alien. So I over the next couple of days I watched the Alien movies and a bunch of the extras, and it was kind of a relaxing thing to ground myself to the new place to live. There are quite a lot of pictures in here that in the Alien set that aren't in the film. I would assume the set is considered canon. I can't imagine why it wouldn't be. And the other set, which is there's a bit of a story behind this. I have a Mork and Mindy card set. Mork and Mindy, I really loved that show growing up. What happened was I bought a set. I was looking for something to buy my sister for her birthday, and I thought, she likes Mork and Mindy, you know, so I looked online for some Mork and Mindy cards, and there was one person had 2 sets, and they were the only people in Australia and anywhere that I could get reasonably priced posted to Australia. Like someone in America had sets, and the sets were like twice the cost of the Australian sets plus a considerable amount of postage. So I bought both sets. I gave a set to my sister as a present, and I kept the other set as a backup, offline backup, in case something happens to her set. So that's my second folder of cards. It's a bit more involved than the first one, but yeah, I don't buy trading cards. Like, I don't go to the shop and buy a pack of trading cards and see what I get. I only buy complete sets of cards. There's no half set, no, oh gee, I wonder what I get. Get sets. I only buy sets. So if anyone needs this Dungeons and Dragons set of 450 cards or whatever, 495 cards, let me know. I'm open to trades. I hope you'll have a great day. Bye.